So what exactly happens to your pension when you die? Well, we're going to answer that question today in our Tuesday tips, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, Certified Financial Planner and President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center, and I want to welcome you once again to our Tuesday tips, where today we are going to be discussing what happens to your pension when you die. Well, I'm going to tell you that I've been able to help my clients for over 23 years now with this very question, and I can assure you, depending on where you work or what type of pension you may have, this answer can vary. So we're going to talk about some of the ins and outs of how your pension can be delivered to your estate once you die. So let's go ahead and jump into our lesson today. So first of all, what exactly is a pension? Well, I can tell you that if you don't know the answer to this question, then you're probably not going to be receiving one. But a pension is known as a defined benefit retirement plan. Now, in this situation, employees will get a fixed or a pre-established monthly payment for life from their employer. Now, some plans will even offer a lump sum payout when it comes to the pension. This differs from a defined contribution plan like a 401k. In this particular situation, you are responsible for your retirement savings. And so this is where you see a lot of companies going to now. There are not many companies out there offering a pension to employees anymore. As a matter of fact, many studies show that less than 20% of employers now offer pensions for their employees. So what exactly happens to your pension if you're going to receive one when you die? Well, as I mentioned, it really depends on the details of your pension. So it is really important that you speak to a qualified financial advisor and your benefits department so you can really understand what your pension entails. Now, some pensions will end when you die. That means you're getting that pension, and when you die, it will no longer be there for anyone else. Now, some pensions will allow for continued payments for a spouse or your dependents. Usually government pensions will allow for this option. And then some pensions will allow for you to have a beneficiary that if you don't make it to retirement, or if you die early into your retirement years, your beneficiaries can actually take over that pension for a while. So when it comes to you getting a pension, it is really important that you understand all of your pension options, and you will have basically these options when it comes to you filing for your pension. You could choose a retiree life only option. Now, this option here, I will say that is usually chosen by someone who's single, but if you are married, you can choose this option as well if you don't feel like your spouse is going to miss that income when you die. So in this particular situation, if you decide to choose this option, and also be mindful, whenever you choose any of these options, it's irreversible. So you're going to be stuck with it. So you have to get really specialized advice regarding your pension. So in a retiree life only option, you're going to receive a monthly check for the rest of your life with no survivor benefits. This will yield you the highest payout option because they're on the hook for only your life and no one else's. Now, another option that you're going to see is a lifetime survivor option. Now, this is absolutely the opposite of a life-only option. This is typically more conducive for someone who does have someone that they would like to leave this pension to when they pass away. Now, you're going to be able, in this particular option, to receive a pension income for the rest of your life. And when you pass away, your designated survivor will also be able to receive that pension for the remaining of their life. You have typically these options where you can choose where they get 100% of what you were getting, 75% of what you were getting, or 50% of what you were getting. Now, let's just say, for example, you were receiving $1,000 per month on your benefit, and you chose to have 100% of that go to your spouse when you pass away. When you pass away, your spouse will get $1,000 per month. Now, if you chose the option of 75%, that spouse will only get $750 a month. They wouldn't get the $1,000 per month that you were receiving. They will only get $750 per month. And if you chose 50%, you probably guessed it. You'll get $1,000 per month as long as you're alive. When you pass away, your spouse will only get $500 per month. Depending on which choice you choose here will depend on how big your pension is going to be when it starts out. If you choose 100% goes to your spouse, it goes without saying your pension is going to be smaller than if you chose 75% or 50%. If you choose 50%, and you have a joint option there, that's going to be the highest pension for you while you're alive. So when it comes to these options, as you can see, it can be confusing, but you need to sit down with a qualified retirement advisor who can help you understand what's going to be best for your household. Another option that you might see is a guaranteed term option. Here, you're also going to receive the benefit for the remaining of your life. And let's just say you pass away at a certain time period. It will also allow you to choose a time in which you want your beneficiaries to receive said pension as well. You may choose an option of 5 years that they pay out that pension to your beneficiaries, 10 or 15 years. It depends on the options that are awarded inside of your pension. But nevertheless, let's just say you start a pension 2 years into your retirement life, you pass away. Well, for the next 5 years, your beneficiaries can receive that pension, perhaps the next 10 or 15. Again, here, depending on which option you choose is going to depend on how big your lifetime benefit would be. If you choose a 5-year option, then that's going to give you the biggest payout for yourself because they would only be on the hook for 5 years. As opposed to you choosing a payout of 15 years for the beneficiary, they're typically going to have your benefits start out lower just to account for the fact that if you pass away, that company is going to be on the hook for paying those benefits out over 15 years as opposed to 5 years. And there's one more option that we love to see our clients have if their company is allowing for it, and that is a partial lump sum distribution option. I really do like this option for my clients. I work with it a lot for my teacher clients. In this particular situation, you can also choose a lifetime option for your pension and choose any of these options that may be available to you, but they will also allow for you to maybe have a 12 or 24 or 36 month payout lump sum along with you receiving that pension for life. For example, let's just say you chose an option up here and you're going to be receiving $2,000 per month for life for your pension. Well, they will also perhaps give you an option to take a lump sum payout, let's say of $72,000 in order to put into your own investment. You can perhaps put that into another annuity so it can grow and be an additional pension for you on the back end. Or maybe you decide to put that into a retirement account and invest those dollars to be able to get a bigger return for your retirement savings. So these are options that you're going to be confronted with if you're able to have a pension for your retirement. So as I have mentioned in this video many times, make sure you seek out professional advice so you don't make a mistake. Thank you again for tuning in to our Tuesday tips. Please understand that these videos are created for educational purposes only and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today. We would also like to hear from you. If you are receiving a pension or if you will be awarded a pension, we would like to know what option you chose and why in the comment section below. And if you found this information to be beneficial, all that we ask is that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others.